And we are back. Fort Valley State University is losing 5-8 as a missed shot. And if you're just watching this, Randall Barnes Materials Turner also streaming live the visual radio broadcast on the Randall Barnes Facebook page. I got 3 keys to the game as they get ready to tip off. Alicia Franklin needs to cut to the basket. We got a chance to talk to her. She's very agile, and a lot of teams like to put bigger players on Alicia to prevent her from pulling up from three-pointer.
Right.
Alicia should really use her quickness to drive to the basket more and draw fouls. She shoots 69% from the foul line this season. And I'm looking at the stats, only 26% from 3. So statistically, that might be the best route for her to go, is to shoot free throws and drive to the basket. Here's another one. Then you have a third player help Alicia and Nola. I'm looking at Amaya. I'm looking at Keandra. Amaya's averaging 3.8 points per game this season. Keandra, 4.6 points per game. Had 9 points for the University of North Georgia. J.R. Bryant brings the ball up court. J.R. shoots up the 3. And gets the bounce. Love that. Gets the bounce. J.R. actually set a record at his old high school, Westside High School in Macon, Georgia, for most three-pointers made. QT interviewed him on my podcast. We found that out.
Right. Down by 23,
So we're talking about Auburn. I want to say that the men's basketball team can't cheer when they got beat 69-52. You can't cheer that hard when you lost that bad. You can't do that. Cheering on your winning women's basketball team.
Oh, man.
You can't do that. Fort Valley currently leading 42-38. We have a special guest in the building. You can see her on Facebook, on my Facebook Live on the Randall Barnes Facebook page. Nae Tibbs, SGA president, graduating senior. How you doing today?
I'm doing well. How about yourself?
I'm great. So what was the thought process going into a football homecoming?
The thought process for football homecoming? Honestly, I just wanted people to have a good time. I know last year, being on executive board last year, there were some things that we wanted that we didn't really get to have. So this year, I made it like my duty to make sure anything that the students wanted that they got.
And so let me real quick give 3 things that I liked about this game that I want us to take it somewhere else. Number 1, I like the fact that that Fort Valley does great in half-court press. I want to see them run half-court press more, especially against teams that have one dominant scorer like Morehouse has. Morehouse has Tyrus Walker. We're going to look into the scores that Clark Atlanta has, and we'll come back to you on social media and also in the broadcast on Monday.
Right.
But Fort Valley has been playing very well against teams with dominant scores. Number 2, Walter Foster has to step up and really be the MP of this team. He played for a Division I school, which was Towson University. He's 6'8".
Right.
He's NBA height, and he's expanding his range.
And as you can see, that mid-range, he's yet to really just miss a whole bunch of mid-range. So, we definitely want to see that in the game. 16
points tonight. He was actually the leading scorer. So I want to see Walter do more of that.
Right.
For this next game. Walter has to do more of that, and they have to get rebounds.
We seen Dexter Williams on the defensive side too. He was getting blocks.
A lot of blocks.
We definitely want to see him out there being aggressive too.
But the biggest thing that I think is the X factor for a team that is as deep as Fort Valley, James Barnes has to turn up. There were games at that beginning. It was one game, I think it was against Valdosta, that they lost early in November. James Barnes was the only player that scored double figures, like how Tyrus did. He had like 19, 21 points.
Wow.
So James Barnes, he had 15 points in the loss against Payne. However, he stepped up a little bit more. But we need for James Barnes to show that MVP form again if we want to be the team that is as good and that is as talented as the defending SIAC champions in basketball, Clark Atlanta.
Right.